Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. So let's take a look again on euro currency. Despite that is actually time before the new year, you can see that yesterday on the intraday charts, euro currency has shown significant activity. So at least it has tried to break the resistance that we have specified recently. In general, the setup for entry around the agreement on the hourly chart has worked nice. So actually this area is still valid and market hasn't broken it down, but the overall performance that we see around it keeps very small space for upward reversal. And besides, also I would like to remind you that on the weekly chart today we could get very important pattern. It seems not very impressive, but it could lead to the drop and taking out of these lows. So how far the market could drop, this is a different story, but the problem here from the technical point of view, that is the last XOPN agreement, and this is major support. So actually below this area we do not have any significant support areas. So that's why, as you understand, the breakout might be, could have really serious consequences. So on the daily chart, at the first glance, nothing actually terrible has happened. So market actually stands inside of this bullish reversal swing. Trend stands bullish, and based on the daily chart, we can't make the conclusion that bullish context is totally cancelled. So this market, by view on the daily chart, it still looks like it has some chance to show the upward direction. But one thing that I do not like stands mostly on the intraday charts. So first of all, if we'll take a look at the fall time frame chart, this is all our performance that we're dealing with the recent few weeks. So started from the buying here, then we add more right here. So few positions we have tried to take the long position few times, and the last one has made recently. What I do not like is actually, guys, once market has reached this area, so some kind of 127 extension, very close to the target that we have specified, it turns down, and yesterday it was not able to proceed higher. So it was not able to continue upward direction. Right at this moment, we've got also two side-by-side bearish grabbers that suggest, at least patterns themselves, suggest that market should drop below this low. And it might be our continuation here. So this put under question the validity of these lows, which is now very crucial for euro currency, because this is reversal candle that we have on the daily chart. And this is also bottom of the right wing. For a butterfly, absolute invalidation point stands right here. But the problem is that when the market already has formed the wing and starts to move with it, it should not return it back down and break it down. So taking out of these lows, it will be mostly the same as taking out of this one. So that might be the real reversal right at this place at this moment currently. So it's very probable this could happen. Potentially here we see kind of the pin consolidation currently, as you can see, something of that sort, as market stands right now. But with the inability of the market to break it yesterday and forming with a couple of grabbers, chance on immediate upward continuation and breakout stands not very significant. So in current circumstances, if you have made the chance to take a long position, you still have it, you could play it right till to the end, as those traders who have taken position here at our previous analysis. So potentially we could keep them and see what will happen. So maybe it will work, but some news will be released on something of that sort. So maybe we will get something in the weekend. Since invalidation point have not been tested and have not been broken, maybe it makes sense to just keep it and see what will happen with the break-even stop, because to book profit here is, well, it's a very small result. So also makes no sense. Maybe keeping this position could give you a bit more in the future. So on our chart, you could see just how this performance have developed. So this was our XOP and predefined entry area that we have specified recently. Market hits the XOP, showing very great, very significant pullback. So it was more than enough to move stops to the break-even. Then it's retested again, and now it stands right here. So as I said, formally, it hasn't broken these lows and that lows, but the performance and inability of the market to return back above these trend lines, inability to proceed higher, well, shows that market has not enough power. So maybe driving factors right now are too weak to let your currency proceed higher. From this point of view, my personal suggestion is that, well, currently euro has a bit more chances for a drop rather than for upward continuation. But this choice is up to you, because as I said, formally, invalidation points are still valid. They are not being broken. So both positions that we have taken still valid and with the break-even stops. And close position with this anemic result is also makes no sense. So from that standpoint, maybe it makes sense trying to play it right to the end. So that's, guys, actually what we have on EUR currency. I wish you to take the great holidays, spend it with your family. That's really worth it to do it, and it's currently priceless in the current difficult times. So happy New Year, and see you next week.